People aren't going to be able to recognize us because it's so beautiful back here. But
what a lovely new set you have.
I know. Welcome to The Buzz.
Wow,
There's obviously some more money in the production budget.
Oh, gosh, yes. We had all this flown in, and it's beautiful.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're so generous. So hi, it's Missy and
Shannon,
obviously, and it is not May of 2020 when we were hosting live at lunch together, when we thought it was just going to be for that month or two.
I was walking Murphy this morning thinking about a year ago, what were we doing? And I don't even remember May of 2020.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I've tried to probably block it out.
I was going to say, I think even by May, because remember at the beginning of the pandemic, we had like theme days and stuff because it was like, oh, it'll just be for a couple weeks. So this will be silly. Everybody dress in a theme. Yeah. And then I think by May, we'd even realized, okay, we're just going to figure out our new normal.
I did look this morning, though. We had already done 7 COVID tests by May. So of 2020. So. Just for the record, for trivia freaks? Or do you want to save
today's trivia. No, well, we did trivia.
Do you want to save it as a trivia question?
Oh, yeah. Well, sure. I can do it as a trivia question, and then they'll see it later.
How many COVID tests have our associates, Missy, me, everyone here, works here, done since the beginning of the pandemic? We're not going to answer.
The answer
That'll just be your trivia question.
Too many.
Yeah. The answer is my nose hurts.
Yeah. Even though my nose didn't hurt last time because I got the vaccine.
That's right. So did I.
Yeah. So that was really exciting.
Did you have a reaction to the vaccine?
I was tired. You know, I just had I think I called in sleepy because I was like, my team sent me home because I was like doing this at my desk. And I think it was Amber and Kristen were like, we got this. Like, why don't you go home and go to sleep? And I was like, okay, I think I will. So, but yeah, I'm very mild. So I was lucky.
Nothing for the first one, and the second one kind of hit me hard.
Yeah. The same thing. For the first one, I didn't have anything. And then the second one, I was just like. So
I think about when I watch the news and people just now getting their vaccines or whatever. I'm thinking, oh gosh, I'm glad I got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Months ago.
It's true. It's true. It feels really good. So
what are we doing today? Oh, this is the buzz. We have some questions that people are going to email in, which they did.
They did.
Not a lot, but we got some good ones.
No, we've got some good ones. And they actually, I put them in categories. Okay. So the first one that I think a lot of people have on their mind is about visitors.
Okay.
So right now, guests can be here from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Right. But what about if somebody is coming in? What about if you have family visiting? Is there, can we have people as overnight guests?
We cannot have guests overnight because we do not, Watermark and the Hacienda Canyon has taken the position we are not going to ask about vaccination status. Okay. We're not going to put our concierge or anyone in that position of asking. So until we're a little bit further into the vaccination process, not just here, but nationally, we're not going to have overnight visitors. But we are surrounded by hotels that you can have your guests stay in. They can spend the entire day here with you. But
and don't we even get some deals at different places?
Yes. I mean, you have membership privileges at the Lodge at Ventana, but you have to coordinate that through Patrick, who has to call the Lodge at Ventana's concierge. So you just can't show up at the lodge and expect something. You have to organize it ahead of time.
Yeah, but that's okay because that means we'll handle it for you.
Yep.
So call the concierge.
And it'll come right through on your bill here. You don't have to have cash or credit card.
That's great. All right. Well, that's fabulous. Okay. So, but at some point, obviously in the future, sure.
Absolutely.
But right now.
Hopefully in the near future. Yeah. But we are not ready to have overnight guests because we're just, we're not going to be asking about vaccination status.
What about if I want to sleep in my office?
You mean continue to sleep?
Continue to sleep in my office. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. I can.
You can take a little nap because I know you guys have that new fancy film on your door windows.
Yes.
So
it's
no one will even see you sleeping now.
Yeah, so. I know. That's a good point. You don't even know.
No.
And I'll start locking the door, and then when you pound on it, that'll wake me up, and then I'll get back to work.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm glad we figured that out.
Now, the first question that someone emailed me was, this is for you.
Oh.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, does it make a noise? I don't know why someone sent that question in, but I guess we have to answer it.
I mean, that's a really existential kind of question. So I'm going to say that it does make a noise.
It does?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, because there's still birds and stuff to hear it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
anyway, let's see. The first.
Can I move on?
Yes.
Can I move on? So that was visitors, and I think that's all we had for visitors.
Yeah, I didn't get anything else for visitors.
Yeah, because I think it's been so great to have visitors here, and I have to say, I really loved seeing people's families, and some of the families for people who moved in a long time ago, I recognize them. It's like good to see you again.
Yeah.
So it's been really fun to see your families, and there's been some great grandchildren running around, and that's always precious. So keep those visitors coming. Let's talk about security. So what about the 4-digit codes for the doors? And then I think there's also some sort of a crazy update for this morning too. So let's talk about doors and try not to, if his face starts to get a little bit pink and red, know that this is fresh. It's fresh. It's a fresh wound.
So just after getting the door opening system up and running again, it was down for a week. Everybody was very patient. Thank you. One of our overnight staff spilled an entire soda on the door control system, and it is now offline again. But the securities company is here to open and close. Currently,
they're here right now. As this is broadcasting, they are here.
They'll be here for the next 24 hours to open and close doors for you, because it was their fault. They're going to be responsible for getting it, keeping service going for you. So yeah, very frustrating. 4-digit code, same thing as it's kind of the same thing as a visitor system. Until we have until we're more into the journey of vaccinations. We are going to have one point of entry. This is a watermark policy for all watermark communities, not Hacienda de Canyon. Everybody will come and go from one set of doors, and that's our main lobby. So that won't change actually at any time in the future. So if the door codes are to be implemented, they would be for a short time, for maybe a 24-hour period or something for someone because they're doing something coming and going or whatever. But that's not something that we're even going to offer at this time. So you will continue to come and go from the front. You can still go out the doors, but getting back in with the 4-digit code is not something that's going to happen maybe even ever.
And it's because it's for safety.
It's for safety. We that's one thing COVID has shown to not only here, but all communities, is that having one door instead of using the 15 doors that we have on our community is a safer way to operate the building.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And then these next questions, this next one is about the beautification of our campus. So we had talked, I guess, a while before COVID about having some planters in the common spaces with flowering plants and things like that. So is there any update on those?
You were going to be doing them. So are there any updates on them?
Are you serious?
No.
Was that my job? Oh, okay.
Chris
I was like, oh my God, really? Okay,
Chris
I can figure it out.
to do. Yeah. Chris can't wait to do, like either like big horse troughs or big clay pots and flowers. And Chef wants to use one for cutting, like right here outside of Napa. So yes, those will be coming.
Yes.
So when, can't tell you when.
Okay, but it's in the pipeline. Okay, fabulous. All right, next is a little more COVID-y types of questions because it's about different reopenings. So tell me about when the restaurants will allow us to host vaccinated family members for dinner. I know we sort of touched on this about the vaccination, but when could we host a guest?
Again, since we're not asking vaccination status, I don't see that happening for a while. I don't know how else to answer that. I don't see it happening until we're beyond this, not asking people their vaccination status.
It's dicey. And I think that our members are sort of experiencing what everybody in the world is experiencing, or in the US at least, to say, okay, we're going to open back up again for vaccinated people. It really did open a little Pandora's box of how do you ask? How do you make sure?
Sorry, I'll put some names out here, but everybody knows them. I mean, this puts Patrick and Sheila and Bashir and Michelle and Hannah and Diego and Emma and everybody, servers and concierge, in a position of having to ask. And I'm sorry, they're not going to be our police. So we're not taking that path. We're not putting them in that position. We care about them too much. So we're not going to subject them to being the vaccination police.
And it can be a loaded question, and we just, it's frustrating.
It's very, very frustrating because so many of our residents, almost all, have been vaccinated, and a majority of our associates have been vaccinated. But the folks coming in from the outside,
Mhm.
again, we're not going to put our associates. Like, I don't know if you saw some of the videos from like Costco from somewhere.
Yeah, they're not nice.
With people confronting them about masks and all that kind of stuff. And we're just not going there.
No.
Life is short. It's a beautiful place. Team has done an incredible job getting us through this horrible pandemic, and it will continue to. So we're just not going to going to do that right now.
Okay, we can have some patience.
Yeah.
All right, and then what about Taboon and Napa? When will they come back online?
We should have brought Monica.
And we should have, and actually,
only she has that information.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say is I am currently writing the June Thrive, and I will say that she has addressed that question in the June Thrive.
So you have news.
I don't know that I should announce it though yet, because it's not my business. But I will say that if you are not leaving to go somewhere cooler for June, there might be some special treats.
Wow. See, I learned something today. I learned the buzz today.
Well, there you go. Yeah. So sometimes people often come to me thinking I know everything about everyone. And I'm like, oh, no. That's Patrick. You got us mixed up. Like
we should invite Patrick and Monica.
Yeah, exactly. Next time, hey, you know what? Okay. So soon, I think would be the appropriate answer.
Well, next week is this Friday and Saturday's Black and White.
Yes.
And that already has
so fabulous.
What, 70 RSVPs?
I think it's a billion.
A billion.
I think it's the billion, isn't it? Yeah, but it's a lot of folks.
That's in Buena Vista.
Yeah, really exciting. And then I know
are moving along.
Things are moving along. So it's exciting. It's really exciting. And thank you so much. Like as some more people have been coming in and joining our team, your patience with them, because of course they're here so that we can open up more. So really, really exciting.
And I believe we have 10 new associates going through orientation Tuesday.
Holy moly. I got a lot of new names to learn. All right. I'll start practicing now.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Okay. And so another COVID reopening question is, can more than one person sign up for the swimming pool at the same time?
Yes. I believe that's been addressed already.
I think we talked about it, but I will also take on that communication is difficult because there are so many details. And so it's easy to miss things. But yes, we were able to open up the fitness center. Sorry, I lost my words there for a second. For more people. So 3 people at a time. And in the pool, it's outside, which is the number one thing that all the recommendations say is that's when you're safest. Sorry about that. That was my phone telling me that I have trivia and an activity is coming up. So they're in the pool. I think that the limit is 6 for our classes. So the limit will be 6 for signing up, which I don't think we're going to hit that. So we might even not do signups anymore. We'll let you know right now, do it, but that may change as well. It's really exciting. I know you've seen people in the card spaces. You've seen people able to gather, and that's because of the high vaccination numbers of the people that we know who are in this building and safe. So
I've noticed the lane markers have been put in the pool.
Yes, for some of them. Yeah.
So I don't know who did that, but they're there.
Yeah, they're there. I think we're going to leave one because like for the classes and for other things, they need more space. So I think if you're a lap swimmer, let us know. And if we need to, this is how it works is if you have something you need, just let us know. So if you are saying, hey, we have a group of 4 people and we want to be the lap swimming, canyon team, let us know. And we'll make sure that they're up there for you to swim laps. And if you want something else, we can work that out too. I know that when Monica and I had our meeting talking about other things moving forward, we were even talking about, pool parties and stuff coming down the
pool parties.
I know. Wouldn't it be fun to do something like that? So not in June, but coming up, there's some fun stuff happening. So
I know one thing. I'm surprised I didn't get a question about this, but it was an email response to my blurb a few weeks ago about how many sales over the pool people would like closed or open.
Okay, sure.
So I got a total out of 107 people. I got 4 responses. 2 were half of them open, and 2 were to close all of them. So guess what? We closed 3.
3. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that works.
Hey.
I think I love the idea of the sales because I would love to be in the pool and be shaded.
They're incredibly hard.
They're a nightmare
to open and close.
A nightmare.
So God bless Tim for.
I'm surprised
I don't know how he can hang over the pool.
I'm shocked that there hasn't been a photo of Tim,
Yeah.
coming out in his, because it's no joke.
It's a great system, but wow, are they hard to work?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense because if the wind blows, you want them to. Anyway, there's always a reason, but it's not always the easy one. So.
Another little bit of info for everybody. We have from our sales meeting this morning with June and the membership team. They are saying that we will have 10 new neighbors moving in.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Between now and the middle of June. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
So
I've got a lot of new names to learn.
A lot of new names.
That's
exciting.
exciting.
You'll see a lot of new faces.
Well, and thank you so much. I know that a lot of the folks who are new have been sharing with me when I meet them at how friendly everybody is and how welcoming. And, if you see a face you don't know, inviting them over to an activity or inviting them to come with you to an activity. I know at Trivia, there's been some new faces, and it's because people who go to that activity are inviting when they meet a new person to say, hey, come with me. And then they feel more welcome because they're not walking into the room not knowing anybody. So it's really it's a lot of fun. The community here is really second to none.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's all the questions.
Anything else?
I don't
Are
think
we done buzzing?
Yeah. Everybody knows about the bus. Let's see, is there anything else?
We had a great field trip yesterday, and we just did it shuttle style, and it worked out really well. So,
Good. Good.
Yep. And just a reminder that we have switched it. So all departures are now going from the in lobby.
The lower level.
And we even put a sign up on that table to say next departure is, so that people don't feel nervous if they don't, see anybody, because there's not a concierge there. So, you're in the right place. But you can always call the concierge if you're concerned. But, it's working out pretty well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I know a little buzzworthy.
Oh.
I got a call from Carla this morning. So she wanted to say hi, told me to tell everybody hello. She's doing okay.
Good.
So hopefully the system with Dr. Wool and Kathy, his nurse practitioner, is working well for the clinic downstairs.
Yeah.
That'll continue, for the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
So knock on wood.
Yeah.
Everybody feels well.
Good.
It's all finished.
Yeah. We're going to be perfect.
Yeah, so just continue to please sign up at the concierge desk. And if you want to be seen by Dr. Wool or Kathy McLeod, and they will then call you when they get to the clinic with an appointment time.
Okay.
We're going to make that a better system. But right now, we had to put it together so rapidly.
Yeah.
That's the best we could do.
Yeah. That's great. All right. Well, fabulous. So we'll say
what a fun buzz.
Goodbye. Yeah, I know. It's good. So if you have questions, the thing to do is send them to, who did we decide it goes to? Oh, it goes to
Hacienda Canyon.
Hacienda Canyon
at
watermarkcommunities.com.
Yes.
Hacienda Canyon at watermarkcommunities.com. You can send in your questions and we will address them here.
Yes.
Fabulous.
All right.
Okay. See you later, everybody.
Everybody stay safe. Be well.
Bye.